Please understand, Mary. At the rate things are going, the Empire's armies could reach the city. You have to leave. You'll be safe in another country.
What about you, Dad?
I'm staying. I'm sorry I haven't been a very good father to you.
No, you're the best, Dad. But you should really shave your beard.
Yeah, thank you. Mary, please take care of your mother for me. Not to mention yourself, kiddo. You'll be just fine.
Good luck, dear. Hey! Daddy! It may be a little early, but I hope you like your Christmas gift! Take good care of it, okay?
Colonel Sue.
Major Gunner.
This is from your daughter.
From Mary?
It's the latest model of submachine gun.
My daughter bought me a weapon for Christmas?
She must want her father to be able to protect himself and his country. She's trying to help you. Anson Sue. Looks like she even had it personalized for you.
So you see, if we deliberately pull the battle lines into the fatherland, then we'll reduce the distance supplies must travel to the Northern Army. I believe this will make it easier for us to mount a spring offensive and ensure that our men have every possible resource.
It's always interesting to hear the ideas that frontline officers come up with. You provide us with such a unique perspective. Well then, what does the Northern Army think about this new proposition?
Let's see, it's Major Degurachov, is that correct?
Yes.
We want this war to be over as quickly as possible, and yet you seem intent on dragging it on well past the winter months. I'm afraid your timetable simply doesn't work for us.
Attack sooner and you'll run out of supplies almost immediately. You'd only be setting yourselves up for failure. I'm sure the enemy would love for us to lose all our supplies and soldiers in a single day.
We have resources for a 3-week offensive at the very least. We take out their front line and the rest of their forces will fold.
The Entente Alliance is currently being aided by armies from the Allied Kingdom and the Republic. Despite your faith in your men, it would be impossible to take
That's enough!
It's my duty to share any objections to this plan, sir. I believe what you're suggesting will do nothing but stress our already overworked front lines.
Watch your tongue! It sounds like you're suggesting I don't care about the lives of my soldiers! You should remember your place, Major.
My apologies, sir. I'm just thinking of my time on the Western Line where our troops and officers were starving. By stark comparison, you appear to want for nothing here at Nordan Command. Right, sir?
Oh, you bitch! Why don't you go back to the Western Theater? We don't need any cowards here!
That may be what you would like, but I'm afraid I don't report to you.
Shut up!
Yes, sir. If that's all, gentlemen. Why let the Northern Army make such a mistake? They don't have the supplies to launch a full offensive right now. It's too reckless. They'd be inviting defeat.
Major, are you suggesting the North is incompetent? You may speak freely without fear of repercussion.
Sir, I humbly remind you, but I'm a mid-ranking strategy officer. I appreciate your interest in my opinion, but out of courtesy for my hosts, I must remain silent, despite grave misgivings regarding the North's current leadership.
I think that speech told me everything I need to know about where you stand. Very well. Allow me to get to the point. Hypothetically, let's say the North decided to proceed with their attack plan today. How would that help the Empire as a whole?
Well, sir, I think the Western Front would benefit. If the Republic focused on the North, it's possible we could catch them by surprise were we to send our main unit against them.
Interesting, and do you think that if the attack went well, it would reduce the stress on our Western forces?
I'm sorry, sir, but no. It would have little effect. I can't believe the Republic would compromise the Western Front by sending too many reinforcements to help their allies. Although we could look at things differently. Instead of focusing on the Republic, let's imagine the full offensive is nothing more than a decoy to distract the Entente alliance. If they focus all of their troops on the Northern Front, the true benefit of the attack is their rear would be left defenseless. The rear, yes. A decoy. Attacking from behind.
Is there something wrong, Major Tukurachov?
So the true goal of the offensive is to create a diversion. Meanwhile, our troops will invade their territory from the sea.
Who gave you that information?
Sorry? What information?
That we're sending our ships into the rear. Did General Zetor leak that intel? You couldn't have just figured that out.
I think she did. She was able to surmise a highly classified plan only a few officers are aware of.
I simply realized that it would be an effective strategy under these certain circumstances, sir.
In that case, your work here is not done. The 203rd Mage Battalion will lead this sneak attack. You'll clear the way for our ships.
Sir, we will not disappoint you.
Goes without saying, but this is the closest thing we'll have to a surprise attack. That means our point of entry must be a place the enemy would never expect us to try to invade using naval forces.
And where is that?
We'll be invading the Ors Fjord.
Quite a view, isn't it? The fjord is narrow, covered in capes and islands, and the surrounding cliffs are steep. A natural fortress. Of course, the 20 cannons certainly help with the defenses as well. No navy on Earth could pass through these waters. They'd be ripped apart.
Yeah, it seems like the fjord's untouchable. Makes me wonder if we couldn't be of more use stationed somewhere else.
It may be a fortress, but it still needs guardians. If I'm being honest, I think there should be more troops here. Not just us.
Who else could they send? With the Empire's winter offensive pummeling the front lines, our men are stretched pretty thin.
That's true. I'm sure the brass has plenty of other worries.
Men, you have my gratitude for rising up to defend your homeland. With the help of courageous youths like you, our victory is assured. You have already brought honor to your families, so I expect you to fight with everything, never fearing death. Sir!
At this point, we're being forced to send soldiers who are more children than men to their deaths. But in the end, I suppose that makes us adults want to fight even harder, doesn't it?
Well, no turning back now.
Approaching drop point. Preparing to guard. Cutting the engine now.
Hear that, troops? Prepare to jump!
Ma'am!
You know what to do. This mission relies on surprise and speed. We only have 30 minutes to break the fjord's defenses. Serebiakov, you're now a backup officer. If you lose contact with me and the first lieutenants, I want you to command the retreat.
Lead a retreat? We would just give up?
If the first lieutenants and I go down, the mission's a failure. The rest of you should run on home. There's no way you could defeat enemies who are capable of killing soldiers like us. Saying that, I feel just like a canary in a coal mine.
Well, why don't we sing the enemy a pretty song then?
Can do. What's a canary sound like, though? Like a choir of angels, I bet.
The last thing I want to hear is any of you trying to sing. Stay focused, it's time to go to work. Come on, troops! It's time for us elite aerial mages to do what we do best. Are you ready to fight?
Yes, ma'am!
Excellent! Then jump!
What's going on?
I'm not sure, sir. We've lost contact with the patrol ship. I can't get anyone to pick up the line.
Is your equipment working?
What about the other ships on patrol? Try contacting them.
No good. The other ships aren't answering either.
Why not? What was that?
Next gun! Move out!
Prepare your artillery spells! Fire! We're under attack.
But how did they even get out here?
Dropped from a low plane.
Damn it! We have to stop them!
They're targeting our weapons platforms.
We've got to request back. Have them send reinforcements by rail.
What's their endgame here?
Battalion Commander! We have incoming! A battalion-sized unit of mages approaching quickly!
They're fast, I'll give them that. Company 1, prepare to engage!
Major, attacking with a single company is too dangerous.
You worry about yourself, Lieutenant! Silence those guns and we'll handle the mages!
Roger that!
Company 1, follow me! I don't like this plan either, but it's better than having them take out my troops one by one and then cornering me.
Incoming counterattack! Company-sized unit approaching!
Just one company? They don't think we're a real threat.
Take them! Move to close range!
By this point, the North Sea Fleet should have crossed the enemy's patrol line. If those cannons haven't been taken out before they enter the fjord, then our ships will be forced to retreat.
And we'll have performed the largest, most embarrassing failed campaign in the history of war. The Empire's reputation will be completely ruined.
Trap those bastards!
Don't let those bastards trap you! Higher altitude! Pick them apart! Don't they have those guns down yet?
You're almost up, sir.
Just keep going. Don't stop for anything!
Multiple casualties! They're too strong!
We keep fighting until reinforcements arrive.
But sir,
Major Gunner!
A manager shouldn't be so horribly overworked. This is the kind of job strain that HR nightmares are made of.
Why, God? Why is she here? No more. She must be stopped! Out of my way!
If I run, then it's bye-bye career.
All cannons have been silenced.
What?
How wonderful! No more overtime.
I repeat,
The companies have succeeded in silencing the cannons.
alright men! Our defensive forces are being overrun! Once we get to the fjord, we'll turn the tide of this fight and show them!
Our mission here is complete. Withdraw!
I'm sorry. But this fight isn't over yet.
Enemy mage approaching fast from the rear!
Fanatical patriots can be such morons. Must have a lot of kinetic energy built up to be moving at that speed. Dear Lord, in the name of the Father and the Son, bring down the lightning of your righteous fury.
Dearest Lord, hear me. Give me the strength to destroy this devil before she harms any more of your people! You're a monster! This is our homeland, and I won't allow you to take it from us!
Huh. Have I seen you somewhere before? Doesn't really matter.
Mary.
It's a little bit early, but this gun will make the perfect Christmas present to myself.
Seize control of their rail lines! Commandeer their supplies! Cheers!
That's what happens!
This is quite the view.
Okay. We're not finished yet. We can still win this war somehow.
The North Sea Fleet's landing mission was successful, and we already have Ore City's railroads under our control.
Now we can use the enemy's own rail lines to resupply our soldiers.
Your bold plan is turning out to be quite the boon. Taking the Entente Alliance from behind will help us wrap this up quickly.
Exactly. From now on, we'll be attacking them from the front and the rear. They're falling apart. Soon we'll be occupying most of the country. Normally, I'm hesitant to call things so early, but this was truly a decisive blow. It's all but over.
Forecast for today's afternoon warfare. Visibility is excellent, so the chance of artillery showers followed by the screams of the dying is extremely high. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll get much of a break until the Entente Alliance finally surrenders and I can get that hell off the front lines. At least I haven't woken up next to a dead comrade like so many others. But that's just how life is on the Rhine front. We'll be providing air support for this mission.
Get in there as low as possible, move fast, and take out all of their artillery at once. Deal with the enemy majors and air units as you see fit. Also, our allies will continue to fire explosive rounds even after we've moved in. I have faith that no one in my battalion is stupid enough to get hit by any friendly fire. So don't make me look like a fool.
They're sure putting on a big show for us. Don't they know how much those shells cost?
Keep your wits about you. Those are airburst shells equipped with timers. Once they explode, the sky will basically be full of shrapnel.
Yeah, I know.
I've spotted 2 enemy mage companies approaching.
Company 1, begin anti-mage countermeasures. Show these idiots we won't see them without an appointment. The rest of you, target their artillery. Rendezvous with us when you're finished.
This is turning out to be quite a rowdy little party, huh, men? Hope you're having as much fun as I am.
Didn't I tell you to keep your guard up?
You did, First Lieutenant. But I still managed to score quite a few points out there. I'll be fine by the time we go out again.
Maybe you should be more worried about getting shot than points. Do you really want the commander up your ass about this?
I definitely do not.
Take a lesson from the second lieutenant over there. She became a veteran solely by sticking to our leader's side.
What's that about me? I didn't hear.
You and the commander have been a pair for a long time now, isn't that right?
Well, I guess now that I think about it. Oh, hey, do you want to be her new assistant?
Sadly, military regulations won't allow that. I think you're stuck with the job for the time being.
Yeah, I know.
Where's Major Zagurachov? I've got an urgent message for the commander.
First Lieutenant Weiss, her second in command. What's the emergency?
One of our rear territories is now at risk?
Yes, ma'am. A militia started a rebellion in Aran City.
Aran City used to be Republican territory. We should have stamped any opposition out when we occupied it.
Local law enforcement tried to stop the revolt, but to no avail. The militia's taking control of the railroad there, which is already causing problems for our supply lines.
That's not good. We won't be winning any wars without food and ammunition.
Ah, you imperial dog! Where's your fatherland now?
Incoming aerial mage company. The Republic's providing reinforcements. We can't win against mages and rebels alone.
Secure defensive points and hunker down for a lengthy battle. We'll draw this war out day by day until the Imperials bleed themselves dry.
You should rejoice, Major Zagurachov. As of 1400 hours today, you've been assigned a high-priority mission straight from Theater Command.
The 203rd Mage Battalion is to eliminate all enemy reinforcements who've joined forces with the rebels in Aran City. Afterward, you're to work with our forces and recapture the territory.
The situation is delicate. We're counting on you.
If these are your orders, I'll see them through. But staging combat in a city will have its difficulties.
It'll be easier than you imagine.
Hmm?
Strategic Command has given us a plan to eliminate rebel forces. Once you strike, the city should fall quickly.
And why is that, sir?
City residents will be ordered to evacuate prior to your attack. Under international law, anyone who remains after the evacuation notice will be legally classified as a Republican soldier. Orders from above are to eliminate all hostiles in the city, which means anyone who chooses to stay. Once you wipe out the enemy mages, our artillery will begin a barrage assault.
I understand. So we're leaving one hell and heading to another. I guess it's true that you can't outrun the devil. This is a foolish question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Our real enemy is the Republican Army and not this militia, correct?
Of course it is, Major.
And what can you tell me about the nature of what we're walking into? What have these rebels accomplished so far besides annoying us?
Once the militia began their revolt, they targeted our countrymen in the city. They've captured many Imperial civilians. We aren't sure if they're still alive.
How truly unfortunate to hear. In that case, we must get to work and not pull any punches on them.
Yes.
While the presence of Imperial civilians does certainly complicate matters somewhat, I highly doubt these soft-hearted, untrained militiamen would have the guts to use them as human shields. Meanwhile, since we're following the rules and issuing an evacuation order, we're justified in any casualties. Anyone who stays behind is just asking to be killed.
Major.
Forgive me, sir.
This is a terrible thing.
Yes. But then they're the ones who pushed our hands, aren't they? As soldiers, we have a duty. If we're ordered to burn beautiful Aren to the ground, then that's what we must do.
It makes me wonder why anyone would want to be a soldier.
There's no way I'm leaving my home.
Battalion members, we're going on a trip. The enemy has sent airships and mages to back up the militia that has taken control of Aren City. The Republic is trying to take back the territory we rightfully won. But we won't let that happen. Now then, to crush this rebellion once and for all, we must completely eliminate Republican forces and sympathizers who refuse to surrender. Though we'll be fighting in a city, we have permission to destroy as much property as needed. As you know, firing on non-combatants is forbidden by virtually all rules of war. However, we'll issue declarations before and after combat with the enemy mages. If the militia accepts our terms of surrender, we're done. However, if they refuse, we must consider them hostiles and kill them.
Just wipe them all out. It says if everyone's an enemy, then she can't be. Are we really going to do this? If we have to wipe out everyone in a city, that means that we might... No one's going to surrender just because we issue some declaration. And I heard we're even going to be using an artillery barrage on the city. Besides, how are we supposed to tell the difference between militiamen and civilians? How many innocent people...
We're here to follow orders. Stay here! Try anything and you're dead!
I didn't expect them to get here in just a few hours. I guess that means they're smart enough to take this situation seriously.
Battle leader to combat area control. Sending data on enemy mage unit. Transmission complete.
The Devil of the Rhine. They went straight for their big guns this time.
Enemy Vanguard has passed the defensive perimeter. Approaching airspace above the city at high speed.
Incoming! Prepare for a long-distance ambush!
Doesn't look like anyone's here.
We flooded the streets with evacuation orders. They obeyed.
Snipers! It's an ambush!
Engage! Everyone split up!
group at 4 o'clock, the other at 7 o'clock.
They're fast!
Where are they? Damn it! That was cutting it close.
Second Lieutenant, I'm feeling kind of worn out all of a sudden. Get a stimulant out for me.
Coming, sir. First Lieutenant Weiss, you've been hit!
What?
Let me find you a coagulant. Didn't you notice? Come on, get down.
Cole, how bad's the injury?
His wound isn't life-threatening, but unfortunately he's not suitable for combat.
Of course not. You're relieved, First Lieutenant Weiss.
But, Battalion Commander,
I'm not gonna spend the rest of this fight looking after you. Take the wounded back to camp before you slow us down any further. That's an order.
Ma'am.
First Lieutenant Koenig will take over as second in command. I'll take control of Company 2.
Roger that. Good luck, ma'am.
Your problem is you think too much. You hesitated back there, didn't you, soldier? I'll deal with you when I'm done winning this battle!
I'm sorry.
The Empire's mages have split up! They're charging us!
Fall back! Stay in range and keep firing!
Enemy mages are retreating! They're regrouping inside that building!
Let the bastards hide if that's what they want to do. The assault is over.
We're not chasing them?
If we ensure they can't touch the artillery units outside the city, we've basically achieved our objective, haven't we? What happens to them isn't our problem anymore.
Roger that, ma'am.
Let's make our declaration. Patch me to everyone.
A message to all peoples engaged in open rebellion against the Empire. In accordance with Article 26, Clause 3 of the Wartime Combat Treaty, we request the release of all Imperial civilians. The unlawfully imprisoned are innocent citizens of both RN and the Empire.
Shut up, Wicks! We're the actual citizens of RN, not them! Every prisoner we have is a war criminal!
We cannot allow your acts of violence to continue. In accordance with Article 8, Clause 5 of the Wartime Combat Treaty, I demand that you surrender.
Fail to accept this offer, and we will be forced to consider you as enemy soldiers.
As if they don't already.
They wouldn't launch an attack on the whole city, would they? So what are we supposed to do now? Damn it, this is going to hell. Hey! He's getting away!
You get that?
Yes, ma'am. It's recorded on my computation jewel.
Then send it to HQ. Morons. The problem with militias is they have too much pride to know when to quit.
Command to all units involved with the operation. Your orders are now to wipe out the enemy. Eliminate all Republican forces in Arren.
Okay, I did my job by demanding their surrender. Hear that, men? Enough talk, we've got a job to do! Let's finish what we've started.
doing?
Commander, be in touch!
Protect Republican citizens and withdraw from the combat zone! Hurry!
Guns are loaded, sir.
Then fire. It's fine. We're saving Imperial prisoners. I'm just rescuing my countrymen.
Anyone else?
No, I think that's everyone.
Attention Pixie Battalion. Remaining enemy mages are at point B4, serving as rear guard. Can you take them out? They're interfering with our spotters and preventing our artillery from firing. Haste is appreciated.
I have a visual. No problem. I'll handle it.
As soon as the rear guard is down, we'll resume our fire mission. For the fatherland.
Roger that. Let's finish this.
Battalion Commander! Please reconsider this. They're just civilians. They have no idea how to escape an artillery barrage. If we take out those mages, then what happens to the rest of them?
They'll be wiped out by the artillery because they're the Empire's enemies. Simple as that.
But no,
Second Lieutenant Grants. An enemy who survives will take up his gun again. Who do you think he'll point it at? If we let them go today, then many of them will become new soldiers who hate the Empire with every bone in their bodies.
So you would kill them just in case?
I will, because that's what I was told to do. If we don't kill the enemy, they'll kill us. As soldiers, we keep shooting until we're told not to fire anymore. I'll pretend you didn't question me or the mission the brass gave us. Let me be clear. Our duty is to follow their orders. Now, show me you understand.
What do you want to discuss? This report. It's fairly new, submitted last summer to the Army Academy's 17th lab. It deals with ways to work around international treaties and legally bring combat inside municipal boundaries. It includes a way to interpret wartime law that justifies the use of artillery bombardment to annihilate cities. Did you use this report as inspiration when you planned the campaign in RN City?
And if I did?
Nothing. I just wanted to know for certain. Major Degurachov authored this report. Everything seems to lead back to her. Our demon in the skies.
You've said it yourself. She's an extremely gifted and ambitious soldier. It would be foolish for the Empire not to make full use of her talents. In fact, I have a new job for her. One that's going to bring honor and glory to every one of us. She's going to defeat the Republic.
So, you finally managed to get enough sleep, huh? I'm told they found you floating in a fjord, critically wounded and facing almost certain death. You've been unconscious for months. They didn't identify you until a few days ago.
I saw a light. It was the light of God.
No telling what all you saw while you were out. Tell me though, did he have any advice?
He gave me a purpose. To destroy the devil.
I insisted my troops eliminate only enemy mages in RN, which helped protect our countrymen and minimize casualties. I was just following orders. That means my hands are as clean as freshly fallen snow, right?
Excuse me. It's been a long time, Major Dogurachov.
Oh, Yuger. Oh, Major, I'm glad to see you're doing well.
I was just about to say the same thing to you.
If I'm not mistaken, you're with the Railway Division now?
That's right. I've heard talk about your battalion's exploits. What brings you here? Heading to Strategic HQ?
Yes. Let me guess, you're on your way there too?
Lately, it feels like all I've been doing is running errands for General Zator.
If the Railway Division's really that busy, they must be planning something big. Seems like you must know something I don't.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I do kind of owe you for talking me into applying for that rearguard position. Secretly, my division's been asked to arrange for an emergency transport from the combat zone. Our strategists are planning to pull the Rhine front further into our own territory.
Why pull back the front? I thought our focus was breaking enemy lines.
It sounds odd, but if we surround the enemy's main unit, we should be able to easily destroy them.
I understand. So it's like Bonaparte at Austerlitz, or knowing our directors like Hannibal at Cannae. What an interesting development. A surround and destroy operation on the scale of the Rhine Theater. It's certainly a bold plan, but it just might work.
Let's hope so. The brass wants to end the war with the Republic as soon as possible, no matter what the cost is.
Sure, but what will it look like in practice?
I haven't been told the particulars yet, but your unit is going to be asked to serve as decoys so the enemy doesn't learn about our false retreat.
Decoys? I see.
This will definitely be the fiercest battle you've ever fought in. Once you get to Strategic HQ, I'm sure they'll prepare you for everything to come.
Run out against the
network. We're now having difficulty supplying the front lines. A full-scale assault would be impossible to sustain at this time.
Could we perform another landing operation like the one we successfully carried out against the Entente Alliance?
That would surely cause the Allied Kingdom to get involved. In theory, there's still a neutral party in this war, but they won't let us pass ships through their territorial waters.
Which makes a landing operation impossible.
So do we continue to try and wear the enemy down?
What we need is a paradigm shift. We're looking at a complete world war, the first conflict of its type in all of human history. We won't win this the old way. We can't just storm the enemy's castle and force them to sign a peace treaty. We need to rethink what we know of war.
Well, how do we win this then?
I don't think we do. We simply avoid defeat. With so many opposing us, that's the only way we can stay standing.
So, General Zator, does this mean you're opposed to mounting a full offensive at the Rhine Theater as well?
No. I do support continued aggressive action as we move forward. But I don't think that breaking their line should be our ultimate objective.
What do you mean?
To eliminate as many enemy soldiers as possible, until those who oppose us are unable to continue fighting. That's it. A practical way for us to put an end to this conflict.
And of course you have a strategy.
Yes, the wheels are turning. We already have a plan in motion to destroy the Republic's main forces.
A decisive battle in these circumstances?
Is that even possible?
Sounds reckless.
The first step of this plan will be a large-scale withdrawal. The enemy will push forward thinking they have us on the run. They'll be unknowingly playing into our hands. It's imperative that this plan be successful. You see, this is the best option we have. A forward escape is our most solid path to victory in this war.
Take cover, 03. Grab 27 and fall back.
This is 04. My company's lost several men already. 60% of them are down.
Company, push ground, reinforce and retreat. Anyone who can back them up, do so.
Roger that.
Have you got eyes on our guests yet? They're a force recon unit, the size of an expanded battalion. An expanded battalion? Maybe they really are plotting a full-scale offensive. Incoming! Fire! Fire! Air reverse rounds!
Everyone, regroup now! Limit your energy use!
This is 02. We've lost half of our men.
Damn. This is Barry 01. We are currently surrounded and engaged with a company-sized unit of enemy mages. What is your status?
We've initiated plan number 1. The evacuation is still underway. But you have permission for an immediate withdrawal.
You're giving us permission to retreat now? That's not necessary.
What? But Major!
If we withdraw and they chase us, there's still a possibility they'll discover our con. We'll continue to fight the enemy here so they don't learn of our strategic retreat.
Roger that. We'll contact you when we're finished. May God's protection be with you.
God's protection? Being X's fingerprints are all over this mess.
Hurry! Destroy the heavy cannon! Come on, move it! That's it! The train's full! Take the next one!
We'll reach the retreat point shortly. We haven't seen any forces in pursuit. They seem to think we're preparing for a large-scale offensive.
Hang in there. You're fine.
We need more bandages.
Where are the medic mages? Oh, my stomach is killing me!
Hey, Lieutenant Grants. Were you a bad student? If you were paying attention while at officer school, you know that all responsibility for a unit's actions belongs to its commanding officer. We learned that in law class.
Well, I guess. I do sort of remember that.
At the Battle of RN City, the Major emphasized that you were acting under orders, didn't she?
Let me be clear. Our duty is to follow their orders.
She's our commander. That means there's no reason for us to feel responsible. Or at least, I think that's what she was trying to say.
Thank you. Really. Who'd have thought you'd be the one to make me feel better, Lieutenant?
Huh? And why not?
Hang in there! Tyanin! Tyanin!
Plan number 1 was a success. It's all thanks to your unit's actions. On behalf of Strategic HQ, I thank you once again.
Your words honor me. Thank you. I wonder, since I'm here, if you could clarify a few things about your plans moving forward.
What do you mean?
I'm told our military is distributing false propaganda via countries that aren't directly participating in this war.
You certainly have a habit of overhearing things.
According to the rumors you're spreading, the militia in RN completely destroyed our supply lines. As such, maintaining our front has become all but impossible, and we're planning a foolish large-scale assault out of desperation. If Republican Command believes this, they'll concentrate their forces and try to take us out once and for all. But if the plan is to draw them in, surround them and then wipe them out, don't we need to disrupt their chain of command and put them in disarray?
It seems you've guessed our next move again. Really, you never cease to surprise me, Major. Here you are, your new orders.
Excellent, thank you.
The name of this operation will be Shock and Awe. The plan is to take out the enemy headquarters directly. This will send their military into a state of panic, unsure of what to do.
I see, and that's when we'll take their main unit.
Exactly.
Interesting. From a strategic standpoint, the plan makes sense. One problem. It won't be easy to destroy the enemy's headquarters. If it were, we wouldn't be in the stalemate at the Rhine Theater now.
Yes, you're correct. It won't be a simple operation.
Then we'll need a new tactic, something the Republic would never expect, but that is certain to give us the advantage we need.
What a glorious day that God has brought us together again, Major!
Dr. Shugu? So, what the hell are these things?
The future of warfare! They're acceleration booster rockets developed for incredibly quick long-range deployment, codenamed V1.
Using these, our recon units will fly too high to be intercepted and too fast to be pursued by planes or mages. You'll utilize the V1s to cross the enemy's defensive lines and attack their HQ.
When did you even build all of these?
General Zatur requested their development recently. We needed innovative equipment to break through heavily defended areas and strike the enemy's heart.
And so you called on a mad scientist who somehow managed to create something that exceeded your expectations.
We're still in the initial testing stages, but this could change the way that we fight. We were fortunate to get these few prototypes built.
It's not fortune, it's a miracle! These V1s are truly a blessing from God! Just look at them! Those huge boosters contain 5 specially made engines that run on hydrogen fuel! There's never been anything like them before.
That's great and all, but how are we supposed to adjust their speed and direction? Do these rockets come with a flight yoke or steering wheel or what?
Of course not! There's no need for such clutter in there! Just make sure you launch in the right direction! Then all you have to do is sit back and fly straight into your target! That look on your face. You're a clever one. I bet you're worried these vessels might be too heavy, right? Never fear! I thought of everything! The used fuel tanks for the boosters can be purged from the craft immediately after they're spent. By lightening the weight, the V1's top speed will be even higher, sending you rocketing through the sky. Its final velocity will surpass Mach 1.5. Congratulations, you're going to be the first humans to break the sound barrier. This is truly monumental. A scientific victory!
Question. Have you factored in the additional drag and shockwaves that'll be caused by us breaking the sound barrier?
Oh, I believe a little turbulence should be something you mages could easily manage with your defensive shells. Your men are supposed to be elite. It would be embarrassing if you couldn't handle it.
I think he means he has great faith in you.
Yeah. I can't wait to be shot into space. You commissioned a mad scientist to design a one-way transport to hell.
I don't see any movement. Looks like the Imperials really did retreat. Roger that. Contact command.
This is Line Command speaking to all units on the left flank.
Stand by for incoming orders. We have confirmed that the Imperial Army is withdrawn from the Raw Lowlands.
Begin advancing our main forces across their former lines immediately. Roger.
Attention units! Forward march! We've gathered our main forces here. They're currently advancing toward the Empire. The right flank is staying put for now as a precautionary measure. But if we take out their left flank, the Empire will be forced to admit defeat.
That's right, and the war will finally be over.
Yes, sir. I wish I could personally repay them for what happened in Arin City, but I'm not exactly great with a rifle right now.
Distribute those bottles among the soldiers on the right flank.
Of course, sir, if that's what you want.
Make sure you leave enough for us to celebrate our victory when the time comes.
Second Lieutenant Grants.
Lieutenant Weiss.
You need to relax a little. You look like you're on the edge of a breakdown.
I'm sorry, sir.
But I feel the same way. How could I not now that I know what's to come?
Troops, you've been given an important job, one you were specially chosen for. Our new mission is to pilot rockets into Republic territory and destroy the enemy's HQ. Out of the 11 of you, I'm sure there are some who aren't too excited about being shot into the clouds, but we have to do this. And if we have to do it, then for the honor of the Empire, we will make damn sure that we're successful. Intelligence has given us 3 targets to annihilate. One of them is the enemy's Rhine Theater Command Center, their base of operations. Once destroyed, the enemy will be left leaderless and will be easily destroyed by our forces. Men, in other words, tomorrow's mission will end this war once and for all. The very fate of the fatherland rests in our hands.
How could any soldier remain calm after that? There's so much pressure. We're all terrified. At least one of us is getting some sleep tonight.
The Republic's main force has begun its advance into our territory. The Western Industrial Districts will be in firing range soon, as we expected.
That's excellent news. We've also finished preparations for Plan Number 2, the assault on their HQ.
I'm told our forces are almost ready on the left flank. Deployments at the target point are completed, and we can attack as early as tomorrow.
It seems we've crossed the Rubicon, then. And now, everything relies on Major Degurachov.
I don't believe we've ever eaten in silence like this. We must be more nervous than I anticipated we'd be.
And all these years I was thinking you never got nervous.
I could say the same about you. Honestly, it doesn't put me at ease to hear nothing but the sound of your chewing. The fate of the Empire depends on our plan working. If we fail to take out the Republican headquarters, the entire operation will fall apart.
These bold measures are the only way that we'll be victorious. In fact, I'd say it's the only choice we really have. Whoever opposes the fatherland will be trampled by the boots of our soldiers. My friend, to the Empire's victory.
To the Empire.
Hydrogen fuel containers are checked and full.
Firing angle and coordinates confirmed.
All equipment is functioning normally.
Wonderful, men. Then proceed with the final preparations.
Releasing safety clamps.
We've gone through the checklist. Clear the launch area.
Attention. We will now be launching the Mage Company. May the first flight of the V1 man rockets bring further glory to the fatherland.
Light all the rockets, now!
I pray that God watches over these brave warriors.
My comrades in arms, I do not believe in God or divine protection, but I do believe in the Imperial Army. Our honor lies in duty and sacrifice. We fly now to finish this battle.
A true soldier goes to any battlefield, even if it's in the depths of hell, and conquers it for their countrymen.
So today I want you to show the enemy what good attack dogs we are!
All units, launch!
I pray for your success.
I was supposed to climb the military ranks in the rear lines. How did I get here? I know how. This is all being X's fault. Until I pound free market principles into that piece of crap, he doesn't deserve my fate. No matter what the bastard throws at me, I'm going to live. I'm going to succeed and end this!
Everyone prepare for non-magic dependent drops!
Release your door knockers!
No sign of the enemy at present. We should be arriving at the Republican port town a few minutes ahead of schedule.
After all this time, we're intervening in this war. I guess the brass finally lost its patience. They must be looking forward to filling up on fine wine and pastries at the Republican cafes.
I'll admit I'm kind of annoyed they're just now sending us into this mess. We could have stopped it long ago.
Fortunately, the Imperial Army believes in rationalism. They're smart. As soon as they realize there's no way for them to win this war, they'll probably sign a peace treaty immediately.
And you're certain about this plan? I know you had to pull several strings to get him here.
The Colonel knows better than anyone what a threat the Empire poses. We can count on him to put their attack dogs down. Ever since his rescue, he's been obsessed with defeating them. He hasn't even been in contact with his family yet. If we hadn't recruited him, I think he might have tried to destroy the enemy on his own.
We're grouped on the ground. We're not detecting hostile magical signatures. Attention, all Berry squads. Report in.
Squad 2 is on the ground as well. We've established contact with Squad 3. No hostile signatures here.
Squad 3 checking in. No hostiles in this area either.
What's the status on the dropped projectiles?
The door knockers appear to have hit the main targets with high accuracy. We assume defensive teams at each location are currently scrambling to respond.
Good. Move out with magical camo and begin infiltration and sabotage operations. Time is of the essence now, so double time it.
Squad 2 take target B. Squad 3's got target C.
My men will handle target A. Finish this in 10 minutes before reinforcements have time to arrive. When you're done, retreat at full speed.
Ma'am.
All right, troops. Time to move.
Allow me to provide an update on our current situation. Our forces have moved the Rhine front's right flank back and solidified a new defensive line. We've successfully completed a massive reorganization of the theater.
Did we really need to retreat that far? This looks quite dangerous.
I understand that, and I've been told that the Imperial Court has similar concerns about how much of our territory is being exposed. On behalf of the entire military, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize if we've caused the Emperor to worry. That being said, since this is a classified military operation, I can provide you with no further details.
Then may I at least comment as a representative of the Treasury?
Of course.
I'm sure you're aware most of the funding for this war has been through the sale of bonds. At this point, prolonging things could cause massive economic damage. We have repeatedly expressed concern about this to strategic headquarters. While I know you also wish to end this war quickly, I wonder if we'll be able to do so before we've bankrupted our entire country.
Please allow me to make something very clear. The military appreciates the tremendous sacrifices your departments have endured during this trying time of war. I believe we are at a crucial stage of this conflict that will inevitably lead to the Republic's defeat. I'm afraid that's all I can say about the matter.
Lieutenant, we're good to go.
There's no sign of optical camouflage.
Good. Eliminate all remaining targets in the building.
It's only a matter of time before the Lowlands industrial area is lost. Plus, now that you've pulled back from the front lines, the western industrial area is unguarded and nearly within the range of the enemy's artillery that could cripple us.
At this rate, our country's industrial production capabilities will be completely devastated, leaving us with no resources. The military has to figure out a way to prevent this. Otherwise, we may be forced to discuss unpleasant political measures regarding who is in charge here.
I agree. You can't just pretend these problems will go away. What do you have to say for yourself?
That's delicious.
This appears to be an abandoned facility, ma'am.
How much time is left?
Roughly 3 minutes.
All right, then. We'll destroy the building even if it isn't the right site. Prepare your combustion spells!
Yes, ma'am! How can you justify the risks you're taking? We never should have retreated so far and left the Western manufacturing districts exposed!
Your leadership is incompetent!
We should know the outcome soon.
How do you plan to protect our industrial zones?
I demand you give us a proper explanation!
We're talking about the fate of our country here!
Zero 1 to all units. Target A was not the enemy's headquarters. All squads, give me a sit rep. I said all squads, report it now! Don't keep me waiting here, damn it! What's going on?
Zero 2 leader here. Target B has been hit. We destroyed the communications HQ.
My apologies for interrupting the meeting!
I assume a telegram came.
Yes! It said, "Our fatherland, the ruler of the world!" Allow me to repeat! It said, "Our fatherland, the ruler of the world!"
Our country is indeed glorious!
03 leader here. Mission successful.
The ammo depot is destroyed.
Good. All units retreat at full speed and rendezvous at the designated meeting point.
Now allow me to clarify a few things for you, Councilman. We've just destroyed the enemy's HQ on the Rhine. Their entire command structure is now in total disarray.
How did you manage to destroy their headquarters?
All you need to know is that as of right now, Operation Shock and Awe is complete. Now underway is a third classified operation that will bring this conflict to a close. Gentlemen, our next meeting will be a post-mortem of the war.
All units have arrived at the new front line.
Observers reporting in. We don't have any enemies in sight. Their trenches look completely empty.
Roger that. Requesting orders from command.
What's the current situation?
Sir, progressing as planned. The Republic's forces have arrived at the Rawl Lowlands. They're settling in to face off against our right flank.
And the status of the third operation?
I'm told that all preparations have been completed, sir.
It's been a full year, but we finally have the chance to pry open the door.
Man, I'm gonna go out of my mind with boredom.
Yeah, I wish we'd have been deployed with a fighting unit. Hey, what are you doing? Don't light that thing in here.
Relax, no one's watching us. Damn it! I can't even get any action with these matches.
Ryanair Space Control. Please respond, Ryanair Space Control. This is Whiskey Dog. How do you read? Over? Could they be jamming our radios?
We should hurry with those bottles. If I know those soldiers, they'll get bored soon and start drinking all the industrial alcohol they've got stashed away.
Well, at least I'm one messenger they'll definitely be happy to see.
There we go.
An explosion like that. Is the Empire attacking? From where?
Lieutenant Colonel! What the hell just happened? Enemy troops advancing! It's a combined force of heavy armor and mechanized infantry!
Put an emergency call into command. If they don't send all the reserves we have, there's no way we can stop them. Do it now. There's no time to spare.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't get through.
Oh, no.
I've been trying for a while, but none of the frequencies are working. I can't get any communication lines to connect.
Don't tell me.
Operation Lockpick is a success. Our forces on the left flank dug tunnels from our new trenches. Inside, they set up strategic minefields beneath enemy encampments. In a single coordinated attack, we destroyed the Republic's right flank. Not a single shot that we know of was fired against our men.
And just like that, we've blown down their house.
Interesting choice of comparison. Isn't the wolf killed in the end of that fable?
I forgot you have to overanalyze everything. Surely there's such a thing as being too intellectual.
You wouldn't have lasted during the Renaissance. Moving forward, our next concern should be Operation Revolving Door. How is it progressing?
According to plan. The mixed force of heavy armor and mechanized infantry, which broke through the Republican line during Operation Lockpick, is now proceeding toward the enemy. The operation is progressing very swiftly. Soon we'll have their main forces surrounded.
After this is all said and done, the history books will have to add pages about us concerning the art of war.
Yes. This single attack, this masterful design, will finally finish this.
What's going on out there? Where's the captain? Has anyone seen him? What's with our comms? The commander is dead! What was that?
No, this can't be happening. Is that... headquarters? My God.
Morning, Major. I hope you slept well.
Good morning, gentlemen. I trust none of you were foolish enough to mess with Lieutenant Serebriakov as she slept, correct?
Of course not, ma'am. We may be excited about destroying the enemy's command, but none of us want to start another war by making a pass at the lieutenant.
Pardon me. I've got a message from HQ. It's for you, Major Degurachov.
Thank you. Fantastic. So Operation Lockpick ended up a success. That must mean that Operation Revolving Door is in motion now. Oh, right. I suppose none of you were actually briefed on the details. This was all part of a top-secret plan. One strategic HQ proposed to end this war. The first operation was feigning a large-scale retreat to lure the enemy's main forces in. We were the second operation, an attack on the enemy's headquarters to disrupt their chain of command. The third operation involved the use of tactical tunneling to break through their lines. Finally, there's Operation Revolving Door, where we will surround the main enemy forces. Complete annihilation using large-scale envelopment. It's a perfect example of mobile encirclement.
You mean our army has them surrounded?
Correct. Their main army is now a fish in a barrel. All right, men. It's time for us to get off this submarine. We'll help our countrymen attack their main force. Then we'll get you back home. This field trip is not over yet. Soon we'll be drowning in booze, but there won't be a victory celebration until the enemy is completely defeated. You got that?
Yeah! Ready? Fire!
What is this? What the hell is going on? I thought we were the ones on the offensive.
Massive casualties.
The 3rd Regiment is completely wiped out.
The artillery units have been destroyed too, sir.
Have we heard nothing from HQ?
The chain of command is paralyzed, sir. It's all contradictory orders.
Get our men out of there right now.
Pull back! The order is to retreat! Faster!
Offensive Operation 177 is currently underway. All units are to continue fighting until the enemy has surrendered.
This is Ferry 01. Orders confirmed. Victory to the Empire. Now, let's finish this. Operation 177. Our job is search and destroy enemy forces attempting to retreat. You have free rein to attack the enemy as you see fit once located. If reports from our infantry are any indicator, you won't have much to do. Let's hurry this up. Once we're back at the capital, I'll bet there's a whole Army Corps worth of people waiting to buy us drinks. In fact, I guarantee you'll have free booze for life for what you've done.
I like the sound of that!
Which does me no good since I only drink coffee.
Classic Major!
The first large-scale encirclement since Kanai. Today, the Empire's strategists guaranteed their spots in the pantheon of military history. You know, being a soldier who lives in the midst of constant combat can make you go a little mad sometimes. It's messy work, not for the faint of heart. But I'm sure that once there's peace again, the mundane nature of everyday life restores your sanity. Just a little more to go. I only have to be patient a bit longer. With this attack, everything will be over, and I'll have proven being X wrong.
Line control to all units. Multiple magical signatures have been detected in Area 42. Beware long-range optical sniping spells.
Area 42 is pretty close. We can probably spot them from here.
Line control on general channels. This message is for the unidentified mage unit in Area 42. Identify yourselves immediately. I repeat, identify yourselves.
This is the Fairy Battalion. Is there any intel on who this mage unit might be with?
No indicators of affiliation. But we've received reports from several scouts that these are forces from the Allied Kingdom.
The neutrals are finally getting involved?
There's nothing official at this point. I can't confirm.
Copy that. Requesting permission to engage the unit. Let us take care of them.
Deploying a security echelon now. You're to maintain your distance and stand by until they arrive.
Tell Strategic Command that we can't comply. We have to drop a...
No, Brad!
That's one enemy down.